All right. How's it going, everyone? Today we're talking about why expertise matters and what doesn't. So, let me start off with a controversial statement. Most coaches, consultants, and experts are trying to grow their business with the wrong expertise. And because of that, they stay stuck making inconsistent income, chasing clients and wondering why people watch their content, but they never buy. And meanwhile, someone with half their knowledge is signing 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 plus clients. And so the question is, why does the less knowledgeable person sometimes win? Is it luck? Is it better marketing? Or is it something deeper? Because here's the truth, most people don't want to really admit that expertise alone does not build successful coaching or consulting businesses. In fact, some of the forms of expertise can actually hurt your business growth. So, in this video, I'm going to show you the type of expertise that actually attracts high ticket clients. The type of expertise that keeps brilliant people broke, and the simple framework that turns what you already know into predictable streams of clients. So, if you're a coach, a consultant, an expert, if you're in the relationship space, the financial space of business or money, the wellness space, um, therapists, all those kind of people, doctors, lawyers, all kinds of people, right? And you're an expert and you know you're capable of helping people, but you're just not getting the results that your knowledge deserves, then stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what kind of expertise builds a seven figure business and what kind doesn't. And if we haven't met before, hi, I'm Heather Blaze, and I help coaches, consultants, and experts systemize and automate their businesses so that they can earn 100K plus a year, working fewer hours and without burnout. So, over the years, I've helped entrepreneurs transform their expertise into predictable client getting systems. So, instead of chasing leads, instead of guessing what kind of content to post and hoping, praying, guessing, that someone will eventually book a call with you and sign up with you. They build automated systems that bring in qualified prospects consistently. And the biggest shift I see in my clients, the biggest shift I see them make isn't learning more. It's learning how to package and position what they already know, what they already have. Because the truth is, most experts don't have a knowledge problem. They have a clarity and a positioning problem. And that's exactly what we're going to be breaking down today. So, here's what we're going to cover in this video. So, first, I'll show you why traditional expertise often keeps experts stuck instead of growing. Second, I'll explain the three types of expertise that actually build authority and attract clients. And then, third, we'll talk about what really makes people trust and buy from you online. And finally, I'll show you a simple way to turn your knowledge into a signature offer system that consistently brings in high ticket clients. So, if you've ever thought, I know I can help people, so why aren't more people buying? This video will answer that question. So if you're here with me live, you can say hi, you can, and I can give you a shout out. If you're here on the replay, you could put a hashtag replay in the comments here. So let's start off with part one, and that's the expertise trap. So let me tell you about a coach I spoke with recently, actually. She had 15 years of experience in her field. That's a lot. She had certifications, she had advanced training, hundreds of books read. She could talk about her subject for hours. She was super passionate about it, but her business barely making 5,000 a month. So, meanwhile, another coach in the same niche with far less experience was consistently making 20,000 plus months. So, what's the difference? Was it intelligence? Nope. It wasn't talent. It wasn't even knowledge. It was how their expertise was positioned. And here's the metaphor I want you to picture. Imagine there's two chefs, two chefs in a restaurant. One chef has spent 20 years studying cooking, theory, ingredients, and culinary history. The other chef has one simple recipe that people absolutely love. Which chef sells more meals? Right? Put it in the comments below if you know which one. Yeah, it's the one who understands what people actually want to eat, right? Not the one who knows the most. And the same thing happens in business. People don't buy expertise, they buy solutions to the problems that they desperately want solved. Does that make sense? Awesome. All right, so let's move on to part two. And this is the three types of expertise. So, if we break down these three types of expertise, they actually matter. Okay, one is problem expertise, and this is the most important type. It means you deeply understand the specific problem that your audience is struggling with, not just academically, but emotionally. Like, you understand their frustrations, their fears, their late night Google searches. You've probably been through it yourself. You've got that empathy. So, for example, if your audience is struggling to get clients, you don't just talk about marketing theory. Nobody cares about that. You talk about things like why their content gets engagement, but no sales, or why their offers feel confusing, or why leads disappear after discovery calls. So, when people feel like you understand their struggle, they begin to trust you. When you can communicate it effectively, better than they can explain it, and they come to you and they say, "Oh, I was just thinking that," or "How did I just literally said that to my husband the other day," or "I just literally said that to my best friend the other day. How do you know? How did you know?" Right? Are you a little fly on my wall? I get that all the time, and that's what you want to be. Okay, the second one is outcome expertise. It's the type of expertise. Um, it's an expert. It's an expertise that's like being able to guide people to a result. And this is where many experts get stuck. So they teach information instead of delivering transformation. Do you see the difference? So think about this. No one hires a fitness coach because they want to learn autonomy or anatomy, I should say, not autonomy. They hire a fitness coach because they want to lose weight or build strength or what have you, or get healthier, right? They want to look good in their bathing suit. The same principle applies in coaching and consulting. So, your expertise must answer one question clearly. What result do you help people achieve? Okay. What result do you help people achieve? Type in the comments what result you help people achieve. Let's hear it. Okay. So, not just what you know, but what do you help people become? Makes sense? All right, let's type those in, and, if you have any questions around it or if you want it tightened up or whatever, let me know. This could be your, like, mission statement, your elevator pitch that you've got, few seconds in an elevator, to tell somebody what you do. What do you do? Put it in the comments below. All right, and then let's move on to number 3, which is framework expertise. So this third type is having a clear process or framework. So people feel overwhelmed when they believe that success is random. But when they see a clear path, guess what happens? The confidence increases. It increases instantly. Clarity increases confidence too, right? So, this is why frameworks are powerful. So, for example, instead of saying, I help people grow their businesses, I help coaches install a 5 step client attraction system. See how specific it is? Or I always like to give this example. Instead of saying, I'm a speech therapist, I help teenagers fix their R's. How specific, right? That's actually what one of my clients does. So now success feels like it's structured and achievable. It's so specific, it's so clear, right? And then why knowledge alone doesn't sell. Okay, this is the third part. And here's another truth many experts really struggle with. So the market doesn't reward the smartest person, it rewards the clearest communicator of value. I'm going to say that one more time. The market doesn't reward the smartest person. It rewards the clearest communicator of value. You have to be able to effectively communicate your value and your expertise, so that people buy, not just like, not just follow, so that they want to buy from you. Okay. So think of it like this. Imagine you're lost in a forest. Two people appear. One person explains the history of the forest, the types of trees, and the science of navigation. The other person says, "Follow me. I know the way out." Who do you follow? Exactly. Right? So the clarity, the specificity beats complexity every time. And the coaches who grow the fastest aren't the ones who know the most. They're the ones who make the path forward simple, simple and believable. I have so many clients that they're such experts, they're so knowledgeable, they're so smart that they get into speaking in their messaging and in how they're explaining everything from their standpoint, right? Makes sense. They know what they know, and so they start communicating that. And so, what I help my clients with is really honing in on how do we effectively communicate what they do and their knowledge, their wisdom, their expertise, and how do we bundle it into a high ticket offer, and then how do you clearly communicate it to get the people who need them, who are out there looking for them, to help them, find them, call them, and pay them? Does that make sense? So it's really, really there's a lot that goes into it, but anyway, it's hard sometimes when you're really smart and you've got all these certifications and you've been doing it for years. Sometimes it's really hard to it's like you're so close to it. So I come in and I'm like I bring it up and out and really so it can be delivered in a really clear and effective way. So it leads to sales, right? Not just those followers and likes, because what's the point? And the impact, right? It's like you want sales, you want impact. So anyway, let's move on to part 4. So you want to turn that expertise into a client magnet, right? Those people are out there looking for you. They just can't find you. So how do you turn your expertise into something that actually attracts the right people, attracts those clients? And you create what I call a signature offer system. So instead of offering random services, you design one clear transformation, one audience, one process, one result. Makes sense? So think of it like building a bridge. Okay. Your audience is standing on one side of the canyon, and their goal is on the other side of the canyon. Their desired result is on the other side. So your offer is the bridge that gets them across, right? So if your bridge looks confusing or unstable or incomplete, guess what happens? People aren't going to cross it. But when the bridge looks strong and simple, they walk across it confidently. And that's what a great offer does. It makes transformation feel safe and achievable. So, now let me give you a bonus insight that most people miss. There's one thing that multiplies the power of your expertise instantly, and that is proof. Okay. When someone sees that your system has helped others succeed, their brain shifts from skepticism to possibility. And I had a client who struggled for years trying to grow her coaching business. She had incredible expertise, but her message was all over the place. So once we clarified her audience, her offer, her framework, she went from struggling to signing clients to landing 10K in new clients within weeks. Okay, so nothing magical happened. Her expertise simply became clear and focused. And that's the shift that most experts need. It's not more knowledge, it's just better positioning, right? And if you're just starting out and you don't have the proof, right, there are ways to create the proof honestly, ethically, authentically, that helps, solidify you as the authority in the industry. Because a lot of people are like, I'm just starting out. I don't know, but you do need to be an authority. How do you do that? Again, there's a lot that goes into it, but there is a way to do that. So if you want more information on that, just reach out in the comments. You could say something like proof. Just put the word proof in there, and I'll reach out to you. So anyway, if this video helped you see your expertise differently, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications, because on this channel, I break down the exact strategies coaches and consultants use to build predictable 6 and 7 figure businesses without the burnout, right? You want to have both. You actually want to have three things. You want to have time and money freedom, and you want to have the impact, because if you got the time but no money, It's kind of boring, right? And no impact, right? If you've got the money and no time, you're exhausted. How do what's the point too? And you make no impact. It doesn't feel fulfilling and satisfying. So having all three is really important. And if you're serious about turning your expertise into a consistent stream of high ticket clients, then I've created a free training where I show you the system that my clients use to build automated client attraction machines to help the people that are looking for them, that want what they offer, find them, call them, pay them. And inside that training, you're going to discover how to create a high ticket offer that people actually want. We'll talk about how to build a lead generation system that runs daily and actually works in 2026, and how to structure your business so that clients come to you. So you can access it using the link in the description. Let's quickly recap what we covered today. We talked about why knowledge alone doesn't build a successful coaching consulting business, right? We explored the three types of expertise that actually matter. So the problem expertise, the outcome expertise, and the framework expertise. And we talked about how turning your knowledge into a clear signature offer can transform the way clients see you. Because at the end of the day, your expert isn't valuable just because you know something, right? It becomes valuable when it helps someone cross that bridge from where they are to where they want to be. So the real question isn't, do I know enough? The real question is, have I made the path clear enough for people to follow? So if that sounds helpful, make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification button. And the next video that's coming up is let's see, what was it about? We go deeper into the systems in the next video, so check that out, and I will catch you on the next one.